Welcome to CreativeDisc podcast, and hello, my name is Danny Chung. Hey, today we will have some interview with an English four-piece rock crossover band, which I knew from 2009 or 2010 maybe, with hits such as No Sleep Tonight, Juggernauts, and now they're back with latest album and their new single. This is Enter Shikari, and now I will interview the one of Enter Shikari's member, Rory Clewlow. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you.
Yes. So you are at Tokyo right now, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Rory, can you explain to us why did you guys record your last album in Lincolnshire? Is there any certain mood that you guys are trying to approach?
Well, we've used that studio previously to record a few, three songs that weren't part of any album. We just needed to record three songs, and we just went to that studio, and we fell in love with it. Really, it's like it's in like the remote countryside, so it's like very like picturesque. Like there's no phone signal. Like it's outside. That's how outside of any towns it is. There's like no phone signal or anything. It's like just a very small village surrounded by lots of fields and stuff. So it's very tranquil, and it's very like relaxing atmosphere, which is what you want really when you record an album. You want to be able to like be as relaxed as possible, because when you're the most relaxed, that's when the creativity can flow the most easily.
It's very, 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 what is called unique that you want to record your album at Lincolnshire, and then your album sounds so magnificent and so many magnificent sound. And how did you guys build up your magnificent sound actually?
Well, most of the album was written before we went to the studio. Like all the music pretty much was written before we went to the studio. And then when we get there, we sit down with Dan Weller, who is our producer, and he gives us his ideas and his thoughts on the sounds. And yeah, so I don't know really. I mean, we tried as well to focus a lot on experimenting with instrumentation.
All right.
So we had like we had like live strings, had live brass.
Yeah.
We even had like an oboe.
Yes.
And a cor anglais.
So many different sounds that it sounds so sophisticated for me actually. Are you guys proud of what you have achieved until now?
Yeah, I mean, especially with this album, I definitely think it's our best album.
Okay, you say that your newest album, the Mindsweep, it's gonna be the very best album from Enter Shikari, right?
Definitely, I think, yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys expect about your new album?
It's really difficult to know, like, what the general public is going to think of it, but, I mean, I hope people like it.
Yeah?
I mean, in the past, our music has always polarised our audience, just polarised the general public. I mean, people either love it or hate it. I don't think we're the kind of band that people are impartial to. Because there's a lot of music out there that is it's okay, but it's not great, and it's not terrible, it's just okay, and it's inoffensive, and it doesn't really try to say anything, like, it doesn't really try to invoke much emotion, which is fine, which is okay, and of course there's a place for that in the music industry, but we've always been a band that's tried to invoke a reaction. And so as long as we make an impact and we make people feel something, then that's all we really hope for.
All right. So your first single from newest album is The Last Garrison, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about? Okay, our first single is released and it's published on YouTube, on iTunes, and now how do you feel about your first single? Your reaction?
To be honest, like I try not to look at the reaction too much. I've always found that like people especially on YouTube,
okay,
But like I kind of just like say there's going to be like very positive comments, there's going to be very negative comments. And I remember something that our manager told us at the very beginning of our career, which I thought was very wise, was that, you know, if you believe when someone says that you're amazing, then you also have to believe that when someone says that you're terrible.
All right.
So like we ignore it all, basically.
So it's a good sign of your newest album, The Mindsweep. It's gonna be released on January 15th, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, Rory, can I ask you about why did you guys choose Annissa as your upcoming single?
I don't know, we just really like it. It's Annissa is probably one of my favourite tracks off the album.
All right.
I don't know. It's
okay. So
like, when we choose a single, it's not about anything too intellectual. We just go on our gut feeling. You know what we like and what we think people will like.
All right. So that's why you choose that as the upcoming single.
Yeah, and I mean essentially, like the only thing that's different between a single and an album track is that with a single, you give it to radio and you make a video for it.
Oh.
So I mean, it's not really as important as it used to be.
Oh.
Now in this digital age, you know, you don't have the big sort of the surround making a single anymore. It's not such a big deal. So as well, we thought we could make an interesting video for Annissa.
All right, so we can view it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Rory, we want to know more about Enter Shikari. Can you guys mention 5 things that people don't know about Enter Shikari?
Well, I don't know what people know and don't know. We all met at school. Rob, Rao and Chris went to primary school together.
Okay.
Rao and Chris were making music together since they were about 8 or 9 years old.
So young.
And they haven't stopped till now, so that's about 20 years. That's one thing. Shikari, the name comes from Rauten's uncle used to have a fishing boat called Shikari.
Yeah.
I used to work in a restaurant doing table magic. Going around doing magic tricks and stuff. That was my first job when I was 14.
Wow, it sounds so new from me that you're a magician.
Well, to be honest, like I haven't done it since then, so I can't hardly remember any of my tricks.
All right, it's okay. But you're on a band right now, right?
Yeah. All 4 of us used to work as cleaners in a school, the same school. Like so, every day after, like when we left school, every day after school, we'd go clean up another school for an hour, and then round the corner was Rob's house. So we'd go and practice for 1 hour. We did that every day, every school day, so 5 days a week, for about 6 months. And that's one of the main reasons why we, I think, became successful, because we practiced so much.
Yes, that is the point.
And number 5, Rauten's dad is our tour manager and has been since before I even joined the band, for like over 10 years.
Okay.
And Chris's dad is our company secretary, so he does like all the number juggling and stuff. So our management are very much like family and very close to us. So it's kind of like, it's almost like it's almost like a family business.
So it's like family band, family business, and it's so close together, right, you guys? So Rory, the last thing, do you have any message for your fans here in Indonesia?
Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us when we came to visit, and hopefully we can come back again soon, because we've had a great time.
Yes, please come back to Indonesia, because we waiting so much for you guys to rock this country again. Rory, we had a really great time. We have no fun. Rory, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Alright, that's wrap for Creative Desk Podcast interview with Enter Shikari. Thank you, Rory from Enter Shikari, for having a good time with us. And of course, stay tuned only on Creative Desk Podcast, only on CreativeDisc.com, your first music weblog in Indonesia. My name is Danny Chung, signing out. Bye.
From your very first music weblog in Indonesia.
This is Creative Disc Podcast.